So hey guys, welcome to another Warframe video, and a lot of people have been asking about an Octavia build, which I had pretty much done on day 2. However, I wanted to wait just a little bit for the inevitable nerf to kinda adjust the build to the changes, which surprisingly didn't happen, which is really weird because Octavia is just straight up broken. She is. There is nothing you can say that will make me change my opinion. I mean, just look at her, an ability that does insane damage and has infinite scaling? Check. Probably the best crowd control in the game that will allow you to just dance right next to bombards. Check. The longest invisibility in the game that's very easy to recast. Check. And the weapon buff you get from Amplifier is probably the strongest as well. I'm actually not sure because I don't remember how high Rhino's roar goes. And she also has the passive that gives her back a little bit of energy every time she uses an ability, so the majority of the time you won't have to worry about energy at all. And I know I'm probably gonna get some flag because, oh, you people are no fun, you just want to get everything nerfed, this is just bollocks. But the thing is, Octavia isn't really fun to play. You throw down her mallet, you pop Amplifier underneath the mallet so you have even more range, you teabag a little bit to get stuff from Metronome, and then you just watch things die. You don't even have to shoot or worry about the other buffs. But anyway, let's check out the build. So it's a 3 Forma build where I've added a D and 2 Vs. Now the aura I'm using is Energy Siphon, and you may be tempted to use Corrosive Projection just to strip the enemy of their armor, but your mallet does so much damage it doesn't really matter if the enemies have armor or not, so you might as well get a little bit of energy regen with Energy Siphon. Then I'm using Narrow-Minded and Prime Continuity, which just increases the duration of all 4 abilities, so I don't have to cast them as often, and it also increases the duration of the invisibility you get from Metronome. Then I'm using Primed Flow, which gives me a very big energy buffer so I can just cast my abilities as much as I want to. But it's not the most important mod. It will help you if you're not using the Xenodic Focus School or before you proc the passive from Xenodic Focus School, but if you change it out for something else, it doesn't really matter. Then I'm using Streamline for a little bit of power efficiency, and this is here just to help me at the start of a mission when I don't have a lot of energy. But it's kind of nice to have even after I proc Xenodic and I have basically unlimited energy, because it means I can just spam my abilities as much as I want to so I can remain mobile. After that comes Stretch and Overextended, which increases the range at which Mallet does damage, the range at which Resonator taunts enemies and charms them, and it also increases the radius of the aura you get from Metronome and Amplifier. And I'm mostly using these for Mallet and Resonator, so that Resonator charms enemies in a ginormous area, and I don't have enemies shooting at the Mallet from outside of the range of the Mallet. And finally, this is somewhat optional, I'm running Power Drift, Intensify and Transient Fortitude for a little bit of power strength. And this is somewhat optional because of the way Mallet works. If you're not using any power strength, you're gonna do less damage, but you're still gonna do a lot since Mallet reflects the damage the enemies deal to it. And I'm actually thinking about swapping Intensify for Quick Thinking, just so I have something that will save my Rs when I accidentally run in between the mallet and the enemies. Because that's basically the only way you're ever gonna die when using this build. And even though I've already mentioned how to use this build, I'm gonna do it again, so all you have to do is just use Metronome, go into Stealth, throw down your mallet, put your Amplifier field underneath the mallet, and watch as the enemies kill themselves in a couple of seconds. It doesn't really matter which faction you're fighting, what kind of enemies are hitting the mallet, or even what their level is, they're just gonna die. And of course, every now and then, don't forget to teabag for a little bit to get your invisibility again. And don't even think about using the Resonator unless you really need the crowd control to like protect a terminal or a hostage, or you have to be really mobile in something like an Exterminate mission. Because as soon as the Resonator picks up your mallet, the enemies will stop attacking it, so you're not gonna get a lot of damage from it. And there is really not much else to say about it. It's just a really strong build that has endless scaling on its damage and has virtually infinite invisibility. Though as I've said in the beginning, you just throw out your abilities and then you teabag until you get bored, so it's not the most exciting build gameplay-wise. It may also get nerfed pretty hard in the not-so-distant future, so keep your eye out on that. And that's pretty much it for the video, so I thank you very much for watching as always, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!